All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, y'all. Tigers and Vols. Let's run it back. LSU, Tennessee. We'll see it for the fourth time this year. I really look forward to another T-Bob narrated Tennessee video. No doubt that's on the horizon. So Tigers and Vols will play Saturday, 6 p.m. We sort of guessed that's how it would go, and that's ultimately what they decided. It makes the most sense. LSU, Tennessee in prime time, Saturday night. It makes the most sense. Of course, the best team in college baseball this year in LSU with the biggest prospects, Paul Skeens on the bump, likely against Chase Dolander, but we'll see what Tennessee elects to do. And then against Tennessee, who got the reputation and earned reputation a year ago, and so we'll see. But LSU, Tennessee, Saturday night. The sole disadvantage there is, of course, you're going to pitch Paul Skeens in that game. The sole disadvantage is if you do continue to advance, that's one fewer day rest you would have bringing Skeens back potentially later. If you played at 1 o'clock on Friday, you played the first game of the tournament and you made it to the championship series, in theory, you'd have an option to bring Skeens back maybe sooner. But like, for example, if you were facing elimination the following Thursday, you could bring Skeens back on 1 day short rest. But if you pitch a Saturday night, he certainly could come back on 4 days rest. That's essentially what you do in the big leagues. Is you have 4 days rest and you pitch every fifth day. So that's really the one thing worth keeping an eye on. And then in the other Super Regional last night, Stanford beat Texas. I don't know if you saw it, but in the bottom of the ninth, with 2 outs, Stanford, it's a 6-6 game. Stanford doubles off the wall. And then there was a pop-up to right center. I mean, just a pop-up. And the Texas outfielders lost it, didn't communicate, whatever, and the ball just fell, and Stanford scored the game-winning run. Crazy. So, look, you can see what ESPN did here in the network. So Friday at 1 o'clock, Oral Roberts against TCU, a game nobody's going to care about. Now, like, if you're a college baseball purist, I get it, but my point is, like, the masses aren't running to a TV on Friday at 1 o'clock to watch Oral Roberts and TCU. The night game on Friday is Virginia against Florida. You got 2 national seeds, so that does make sense, right? And then on Saturday, you'll have Wake Forest against Stanford at 1 o'clock. And then the nightcap will be Tennessee LSU, which you can understand why they did what they did in setting this up for TV. So let's see if LSU, of course, loses game 1. They play Sunday at 1 o'clock. Forgive me. If they lose game 1, they play Monday at 1 o'clock. If they win, if they beat Tennessee, they'll play Monday night at 6. And that would be great. If they win that game, then they would they'd come back and play again on Wednesday. And if you win that game on Wednesday, then you're into the championship series starting on Saturday. So in theory, you could go Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, then championship series Saturday. Or you could play the if necessary game Thursday. So you could go if you win Saturday, win Monday, you'd play Wednesday. If you lose Wednesday, you come back and play again on Thursday. Then you'd have Friday off and you start the championship series on Saturday. So that's the point being of, do you bring, unfortunately, would you bring Skeens back on 4 days rest if you get into the if necessary game on Thursday? And the answer is probably. I don't know if you get into that win or go home scenario and you've got an opportunity to throw Skeens, even if it's an abbreviated outing, that you leave him on the shelf. And if you have to use him there, then you don't have him for the championship series. So I've said it for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've said it for months, actually. I'll say it again. LSU can win the national championship. They just got to stay in the winners bracket. If they get into the losers bracket, they're gonna have to get something extraordinary from someone they're not expecting to get it from, like Caleb Gilbert in 2017. You would need something like that. So, okay, let's say some good mornings here. See what y'all got. As always, we appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button. Subscribe up to the channel. Facebook, please like the page, share the post. Barry Joslin, Delton Doucette, good morning. Brian Penton, good morning. Bart St. Germain. Matt Plavidal, Texas pulled in Arkansas. It was crazy. The only difference is Arkansas, if they catch the pop-up, they win the national championship. But poof, and that was a pop foul. But you're right. I mean, that was as routine a fly ball as it comes, and ended their season on it. Jason H., good morning. Juan, good morning. Got my plane ticket to Omaha. Let's go. If we make it to the championship series, I'll be going up again. Very nice. Very nice. Tim Gotro, Thomas Lamont. Seems like they expected Tennessee to win to set up the printing matchup with LSU. They were right. I guess you mean primetime matchup. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the bet that they played. But either way, they were going to put LSU on in primetime. So it makes the most sense the way that it played out. It'd be good for the networks. It'd be good for the fans, too. Oh, I heard Erica. Drew's awake. Cajun Country, as much as I do not want to think about this, with the Pelicans trade BI over Zion, I really hope not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I saw the report yesterday that all of you did, and I was, for those that missed it, there's a report that the Pelicans are actively trying to trade up to the number 2 pick in the draft. And to do, like in the NBA, you don't trade picks because picks aren't valuable. You would trade players. So what player value do you have that you would be willing to trade to go up to number 2? And if it's not BI or Zion, it would have to be a combination of players like maybe Herb, Jonas. I don't know that CJ McCollum has tremendous value. Maybe. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it would be a combination of players like that and picks. I haven't looked at the trade machine to see what would make sense financially, right? Because the trade has to make sense financially to be able to do trades like that. But hard to believe that they would trade Zion or BI, but or hard to believe they'd trade BI, but maybe Zion. Let's see, Jason Mobile, bro, the rant on Twitter users was epic. Your face was so red, thought you were going to pop a blood vessel. So for those that missed it, hey, bud. So for those that missed it, to start hour 3, Monday on AFR, I had receipts. Let's put it to you that way. Had receipts. For everybody who has spent weeks, if not months, crapping on this LSU baseball team, I had all of the receipts. And before my show, I went on a little Twitter binge where I just quote tweeted all of them with laughing face emojis. And so then on the air to start hour 3 at 5 yesterday, we went through and read every single one of those tweets. So some of you on Facebook were spared. You know who you are, because I just went to Twitter for ease and purpose, but it was fun. Barry Giles and the Red Tiger fans bought up nearly all the Saturday night tickets. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, LSU is gonna flood Omaha, and let's just hope they make it a long stay. Jesse Brown, good morning. With all the weather delays in the Tennessee Southern Miss, does that affect Tennessee pitching? No, because you're playing on Saturday, man. That's a Monday night game. You have the whole week, right? So even anyone who threw on Monday would be available to pitch on Saturday. I'm not telling you that they will. Let me look at pitch counts real quick from last night. So. Okay, sorry about that. So Drew's awake. Erica gave him the iPad, and he had it on super loud, so we could turn the volume down. And Olivia's going to be here in a few minutes again, so y'all get to see Liv again. So just the question was about Tennessee pitching. So consider it like anyone who threw on Monday, you'd have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'd have had 4 days rest to pitch them on Saturday. And they went with Beam yesterday, and Beam threw 106. So they wouldn't bring Beam back. And then Burns threw out of the bullpen for 2 2/3, 2 through 37 pitches. So Burns would absolutely be available if that's the decision that they want to make. Or they could go Dolander, which, we saw Skeens Dolander at the box in the regular season. So, I don't know what they might do. Andrew Lindsay had, whenever Tennessee was struggling, they made the change to put Andrew Lindsay at the front of the rotation and move Dolander to the second spot. And that's kind of when they turned things around. Lindsay pitched the opener, that super regional against Southern Miss, and only lasted 4 innings. So I don't know if you're Tony Vitello, if you want to run Andrew Lindsay out there against Paul Skeens. I can understand that's how you set up your weekend rotations, in the league when you were trying to win series and, not having Dolander at the front of the rotation and bumping him to game 2, just made more sense as you were trying to win a series. But if you're trying to win the game on Saturday, you got to go with your best arm. And I don't know that isn't Andrew Lindsay. Your best arm is Chase Dolander. But will they go with him? I don't know. So that's going to be a very interesting decision for Tony Vitello, is who to pitch against opposite Skeens on Saturday. Kelly Groves, John Bro, good morning. Kirk Taylor, Brant Roban, good morning. Was hoping not having to face Tennessee again. See, here's the thing I'll tell you though, Brant. I'm not worried about Tennessee Saturday because I'm going to have Paul Skeens going. And this is go back to the rant I did a month ago, or on May 1st, right? Way more than a month ago. And I went through the whole scenario of how LSU advances. And so far it's happened. With how they won a regional, with how they won a super regional, they're in Omaha, and you're going to give the ball to Skeens game 1. And you feel like you're going to win that game. And I do. I think that with Paul Skeens on the mound, LSU would beat anybody they play. Barring the 2 weird circumstances we saw, where he only went 3 innings against South Carolina, and then he was a pitch count against Arkansas, and it was the SEC tournament and whatever. But so I think LSU will beat Tennessee Saturday. My question is, let's say LSU beats Tennessee. Tennessee goes into the losers bracket game and wins. Okay, well, then, and let's say LSU wins. Okay, then Tennessee's got to come back and beat you twice. Well, if they go, let's say they throw Dolander against LSU and he loses, and then they throw Beam, any one of Beam, Burns, or Lindsay, game 2, and they win. And then they've got to go play another elimination game against the winner's bracket loser, and they throw one of those other guys. Well, then they come back and face LSU, and they've got the 4th guy, whoever didn't throw, of Dolander, Burns, Beam, Lindsay, of those 4. So they've got one of those guys against LSU in an elimination game for Tennessee, when they'd have to beat LSU twice. Well, LSU would have its 3rd starter. Maybe that's Hurd. Maybe if Hurd throws out of the pen, maybe that becomes Javen Coleman. I don't know who you go, right? But then if Tennessee manages to win that one, then you have to come back in a game, if necessary, game to advance the championship series. And you probably bring Paul Skeens back on short rest, on 4 days rest. So they maybe do the same thing with Dolander. How do you feel? I don't know. And then even if you do win that, then you go to the championship series. Now you don't have Paul Skeens anymore. So, you know what I mean? I keep saying, like, I like LSU provided they stay in the winner's bracket. And I like LSU on Saturday, but it's not so much Tennessee Saturday. It's Tennessee if you face them the second time. That's the problem. That's the potential problem. All right, smash the like button if you would. They're on YouTube. Subscribe up to the channel, please. Bubba Smith, Breezy Bro, what up? Craig Duga. Just got a case of highly allocated stuff. Been 3 years. Finally, some Lunchables, chicken dunks. Okay, that a boy. Maybe all the loud, whiny kids will calm down. Denver Coward, good morning. Scott Barnes, what's going on? Brutal loss for the Longhorns. Yeah, man. Bro, on that pop-up, oh, God. God bless it, kid. With both the outfielders. I mean, it was landed right between them. Kirk, this is hilarious. You got the best fan base in that. You got the best fan base in that loves LSU versus the fan best that the entire community cheered when they got bounced in 10. Kirk, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, he's in there. Okay, babe. Okay. Have a good day. Mark. Wow, Southern Miss lost. You were surprised Southern Miss lost? Well, Mark, you're a Southern Miss guy. That's right. I'm not surprised Southern Miss lost. I was pulling for them. More pulling against Tennessee, but yeah. Jeff McKiffin, what's going on? Mark, are you going to Omaha? Matt, I'm not going to Omaha. No. And the exact situation that transpires makes it a little bit of a bummer because we had to book Omaha. Like, we booked Omaha weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And the problem for me was with the games at either 1 or 6 and not knowing if they play Thursday or Friday. I'm sorry, Friday or Saturday. It was conceivable that LSU could have been playing a game while I was on the air. So it made no sense whatsoever for me to to book me to go to Omaha and then to be doing a show during an LSU game. So, that just didn't make a lick of sense. And that's not just for the first game. You know, you don't know what's going to transpire if they stay in the winner's bracket. Because if they lose to Tennessee on Saturday, then they come back on Monday and they play at 1 o'clock. And so then I'd be on air Monday while they're playing an elimination game in Omaha. You know what I mean? So it didn't make sense for my shows for me to go. So Charles and Jimmy are going to go. They'll be there for as long as LSU's there. We're going to have some specialty programming. They'll do a pregame show on Saturday on both ESPN and Eagle. They're traveling up there on Thursday, so they're going to do a Thursday night show in the old game time slot from 6 to 8. So it's going to be good. We're going to have a lot of good coverage from up there, and we're really looking forward to it. So hopefully y'all are as well. Father John David Mathern, good morning. Saturday primetime will be LSU Tennessee with the newest bad blood in the SEC. If Skeens does Skeens things, it sets up for LSU and Wake. Consensus top 2 teams all year. Exciting stuff. That's true. Although I would not be sad at all if Stanford manages to beat Wake Forest in game 1. Trey Potan, Ron Ritchie, good morning. Kirk, by the way, the most petty segment of radio history yesterday, and I was here for it. Thanks for the shout out. That's so good. Omaha trip guide if you want it for the listeners. Dad, good morning. Sonny Warbington, Thad Landry, Renee Marks, Earl, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Jacob Willis, good morning. Trivia Carter, Ryan Pike, Alex DeVilliers. I know we have to win first, but it really sucks trying to figure out if you'd rather face Wake Forest or Florida. Well, Wake and Florida are on opposite sides of the bracket. So if you win, Wake Forest is going to take on Stanford in the first game. So the winners of Wake Forest, Stanford, and LSU Tennessee will play, and then the losers there will play. Florida's on the opposite side of the bracket. So the only way you see Florida potentially is in the championship series. Wendell Norman, Ronnie Duke, Matt Plavidal, good morning. Sister-in-law is a Texas grad, so we're going to have to make fun of Texas for her. Yeah, or to her, yes. Dane Bergeron, good morning. Ryan Pike, when I went to the LSU A&M series earlier in the year, A&M had a fireworks show 20 minutes after the game. I thought that'd be a good way to help alleviate traffic in Baton Rouge after football games. Thoughts? Yeah, Ryan. Listen, I'm not trying to poo-poo any idea, but I don't think you're going to have like thousands of people, tens of thousands of people decide to stay to watch fireworks. And I don't even know that 20 minutes is going to do it. Like, the problem with football traffic is you have a football stadium that has no major artery to get people out quickly, and you have a river on one side of the stadium. It's just, there's nowhere to build a new artery to get out quickly. So, unless if they want to make Nicholson like 8 lanes and do contraflow. So, but, I mean, this is what it's going to be, dog. Dane, are you going to do whiskey and wine Saturday? So T-Bob yesterday tells his program director that he's got a vacation planned for Monday and they're leaving on Saturday. So no whiskey and wine. T-Bob, unless if y'all want me to do whiskey and wine or find like a one-time co-host fill-in to replace T-Bob on Saturday, which I'm down to do. Otherwise, I'll just fire up a stream here and do it myself. But I'll fire up a stream on my channel either way. But I'm happy to do whiskey and wine and go to Don Juan and do all that stuff. It just won't be with T-Bob this weekend. Let's see, 7:57. All right, a couple more minutes here. Spurge, Larry Bone. How does Tennessee's pitching match up with LSU? Yeah, Larry, I talked about it a little bit ago. Obviously, LSU will throw Skeens. The question is who Tennessee is going to throw, and they've got a lot of options. Lindsey, Dolander, Burns, Beam. I don't think we would see Beam, who threw 106 pitches last night. I think it's probably Lindsey or Dolander, and I don't know which one it would be. Some of y'all are saying, Jordan, can't do that. Sorry. Zachary Hardy, what's going on? Oh, Alex, what side of the bracket would you rather be on? Listen, it's the College World Series, man. I don't know that there's an easy draw. Like, everybody's good at this point, so it's really hard to say. Hi, Liv. Come on, come say hi. We're almost done. You got.
What's up, Malcolm Matt?
We're almost done. We only got 2 minutes left. Jay, you want to get on the show and say what's going on?
Good. I'm so good.
St. Jude cheerleading camp?
Yes.
All right.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. Bye, Jay. Have a great. Yeah, sure. Have a great day.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
All right, Liv. We gonna say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
You know who's already awake?
What?
Baby Drew. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Baby Drew was like, I ain't sleeping today. I'm waking up early.
They just come here.
Baby Drew, he's in there watching his iPad.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I know. Everybody, this, of course, y'all know Olivia. So we're going to, where are we going this week?
St.
St. Lillian. So Drew and Olivia are going to camp at St. Lillian. And so I'm running the carpool and dropping off the kiddos over at St. Lillian. Did you have a great day yesterday?
Yes.
So who's your camp teacher?
Yes. I don't know what.
You don't know her name?
No.
Did you meet any friends?
Yeah.
Who did you meet? What were their names?
Two boys.
2 boys. What were their names? Do you
I don't
remember?
know.
Did you ask them?
No, I just on Tuesday I go ask them.
Okay, Tuesday you'll go ask them. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
Are you excited to go back today?
Yeah.
Good. You got some keychains on your backpack too?
Yeah.
I see them. Oh, look, there's a blue dolphin. I wonder who gave you the blue dolphin.
Uncle Matt.
Oh, Uncle Matt gave her the blue dolphin keychain. Okay, got it. Any other keychains back there that Uncle Matt gave you?
Oh no.
What? I bought you 3 keychains. Where are the other ones?
At my house.
Mm-hmm.
My house.
Mm-hmm. You remember when you and me went to the grocery store?
Yeah. And I saw the keychains.
You saw all the keychains. Yeah, you did.
I saw all the keychains.
Gotta get your pretty face on the show. I had you off the camera a little bit there. Okay. Well, we're almost done, Liv. It's 8:01. Normally I finish at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
But I'm glad you got to say hi to everybody. Barry said good morning, Liv. Phil.
Good morning, Baby Keller.
No, it's Barry Jocelyn.
Hey, Baby Johnson.
Barry Keller is who?
Papa.
Barry Keller is Pawpaw. Scott Shirley said good morning, Olivia.
Good
Hope you have a
morning.
great day. Cajun Country said good morning, Liv. Have a blessed day.
Hi.
Keegan Keller said, Liv, great warrior right there.
Yeah.
Are you a warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liv goes to St.
Hi,
Michael.
Drew.
Hey, Drew. Hang on, let me stop this backpack.
Okay.
Who do you see?
Hi,
Who's
Drew.
at Drew's
You
house?
so excited for them? You so excited?
Are you so excited?
Yeah.
Libby asked a question. Are you so excited to go to St. Lillian?
No.
Yes. Do you want to come say hi to Dad's show? Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Get dressed and go to St. Lillian. You don't want to come say hi to Dad's show?
Come on.
Oh. He said no, and he ran away.
Oh, come on, Baby Drew.
Baby Drew.
Baby Drew, get over here.
Baby Drew, get over here. To Olivia, he will always be Baby Drew. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right, they asked me to play the Hudco Roofing song. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Cajun Country said Hudco Jam. All right, here you go. Here's the Hudco Jam. You ready?
Yeah. This.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. All you need is Hudco.
Sing it.
Roof it.
Hudco
Roof it.
3, 6,
6,
4.
4, 7.
All right. High five. Oh, they like your shirt. It's a nice shirt, Liv.
Thank you.
Who's on your shirt?
It's Mike the Tiger.
Mike the Tiger.
LSU.
LSU, Mike the Tiger. Okay, y'all. I think we're done. Oh, Merrick Mathern said, Liv, who is your favorite uncle?
Uncle Matt.
Ha ha! Take that, Uncle James. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, Uncle James.
No, I'm your favorite uncle. Did Uncle James get you keychains at the beach? Who did?
Uncle Matt.
Uh-huh. Did Uncle James let you on his show?
No.
At the beach or at his house?
No.
Who did?
Uncle Matt.
Did Uncle James drive you to St. Lillian?
No.
Who did?
Uncle Matt.
So who's the best uncle?
Uncle Matt.
That's right. Ha 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 ha. Take that, Uncle James. Chump. Ha ha. Okay.
Right.
Oh, my dad's watching. You remember my dad, Mr. Jody?
Yeah.
He's watching. He said, "Hi, Liv."
Hi, Mr. Jody.
All right, y'all. I think we are done. Y'all have an awesome day. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. They're the best. If you need a roof, give a shout. Hudco, pinned in the chat right there. Just click the link. Love to give you a free, no obligation roofing inspection. Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com. Okay. Y'all have an awesome day. Peace.
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 Boo.
Boo.
That's a cool show. I love that show.
You love that show?
Yeah.